Isabel, there's pressure on the government to pour more money into suburban stadia. What's the latest?
There's a real standoff happening here, Catherine. The NRL is really putting pressure on the New South Wales government to cough up the money that it says it promised, about $250 million for suburban stadiums across Sydney. The ARL chief, Peter V'landys, has had a meeting with Dominic Perrottet and says that during that meeting months ago, they shook hands and they agreed that that this money would be handed over to fix these stadiums. Now, Peter V'landys has been on 2GB this morning. He's threatening to move the grand final elsewhere. He's even threatening court action, and he says that he and the Premier agreed on this funding and that now the Premier is backing down.
And they've left it right until we have to sell the grand final tickets to weasel their way out of it. And as I said, and to use human tragedy to spin themselves out of it is unheralded in my eyes. But we won't give up. We're the custodians of the game, and we're going to make sure that the fans do get the facilities.
Fighting words from Peter V'landys there. Now, the Premier, Dominic Perrottet, is set to hold a press conference this morning to explain this, but basically he's saying that the floods are the most important thing, that he's received a flood inquiry report that shows that there are 1,300 people without homes and that's where he should be spending his money at the moment. And so he's really pushing back on the NRL. So there is plenty more in this story to come.
There certainly will be plenty more to come. Fascinating. Isabel Rowe, thank you so much for your time.